I'm Jenna Miscavige. I was born and raised in Scientology. I left when I was 21 years old and wrote a book about it. My uncle, David Miscavige, is the leader of Scientology, and this is my YouTube channel. Hey guys, I hope your day is off to a wonderful start, just like mine. And I thought after the long series that I just did, it was a good time to talk about something a little bit lighter. So I have a question here. I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to talk about some of the things that I've been wanting to for a while now. And this is from Going Rogue, and she's making a reference to something I said in a video that I just made. When you said about Jane that she wasn't even getting paid by the foundation, does that mean that the rest of the board are paid? I've been on several boards and they were never paid positions, so it makes me curious if our donations are going to pay the board. Now, I changed the name in this because the name that's mentioned is irrelevant to the answer to this question. And if you're new to my channel, the board that this person is referring to is a foundation, a nonprofit foundation called the SPTV Foundation, and I am a board member. And the purpose of the foundation is to give support and aid to people who are leaving or who have left Scientology, because often when people leave Scientology, they don't have a network outside of the organization, especially if they've grown up there. They often don't have an education. They're often forced to disconnect from their family who still remains in Scientology. And so the vast majority of those on the board are people who have left Scientology, who've experienced this hardship on their own. And so we want to make sure that it's easier for people to leave Scientology or to get the help that they need once they've already left. If you're interested in learning more, you can check it out at sptvfoundation.org. And so what this person is asking is if the board members of the foundation are paid members. And the answer to that is no, definitely not. Nobody on the board of the SPTV Foundation is paid for any of the work they do for the foundation. So nobody's donations are going towards paying board members. Everything everybody does is completely by volunteer, and in many cases comes out of their own pocket. Now, when you have a foundation that is helping people leave Scientology, Scientology is known to go after people who speak badly about it. It's actually one of the reasons why people have a hard time getting back on their feet after leaving. And so Scientology will stir up lies. They will stir people up so that they say things, cause fights between people who would otherwise be allies. And so I thought it was important to answer this question. I've actually been quite surprised in the last year at how much hate you can get for doing a good thing. It's really been eye-opening. I mean, the level to which people will go. Just for instance, someone will be like, okay, this person's on the foundation. I also saw that they went on a plane. They take money from the foundation to pay for the plane. People will just make stuff up. They have no receipts. They have no actual reason to think that other than board member went on a plane. Nobody has ever been able to produce proof of this. It just shocks me that people are capable of just making things up. So just to make it really, really clear, because it's important for me that the people in this community who are our donors know that we value their donations and we value the hard work that they have to do in order to give us money. In fact, many of the people in the community who donate are people who only relate to this community because they've been through their own trauma. So the fact that they're giving their hard-earned money to help others who they can relate to because they've been through similar things, it's not something that we take lightly. So none of the foundation funds have ever been used for so much as even a meal for the board members. Never, ever. They have never, ever been used to pay for a flight for board members. The funds have never, ever, and would never, ever be used to fund any vacation by board members. I mean, it sounds ridiculous that I'm saying these things, but these are things that people say, and they just get away with it. It's really hard when people are donating their time out of the goodness of their heart, people who have been through terrible things at the hands of Scientology. And you have to fight these ridiculous, made-up rumors from crazy people. Now, what the foundation does do is that we provide funds for mental health, for relocating people who've been displaced. We tried to help people find employment outside of Scientology if possible. We don't tell people what care they should get. We don't tell people what they need in order to heal, because that is their decision. We are not experts in that. All we can do is to provide resources to somebody who needs help to get on their feet or to leave Scientology. I hope this makes sense. I just want to say how grateful I personally am as somebody who's left Scientology and who had a hard time getting on my feet. How grateful I am to those of you who have donated to the foundation and who support the foundation. It genuinely means the world to me. And I know people are giving their hard-earned money, and that is not taken lightly. And we do everything we can to be responsible for it and not misuse it and not be shady and not use it for personal gain in any way. I will also say that members of the SPTV Foundation board do not receive grants from the foundation and never have. If you'd like to learn more about the foundation and are interested in helping out in any way, feel free to check out the site. It is sptvfoundation.org. You can read our mission statement. You can learn about our board members, and if you'd like to donate, you can do that as well. And if you're somebody who needs help leaving Scientology, please reach out. I'm honestly very, very proud to say that the foundation has helped people who are trying to leave or who have left Scientology with things like hospital bills, mental health care, helping with a deposit on an apartment for people who are in bad situations, transportation to reunite people with family members who are leaving Scientology, equipment that people need to make a living after having been in Scientology for many years, helping people find employment. I'm very proud of the work we do, and it is very important for me to know that our donors would also be proud of the work we do and that we take our jobs very seriously. All right, you guys, that was just a quick one for today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. If you have any questions whatsoever, please leave them in my comments. I'm going to continue my series with answering people's questions. So please leave me your burning questions. All right, talk to you again soon. Bye.